why you bother. You've looked in there 50 times. How's it going to suddenly appear?
Not round here, perhaps.
What do you mean?
I've been scouring the mean streets of Hotton.
Hotton?
No, listen. Bijou Victorian Terrace, ripe for conversion, ideal for first-time buyers, 13 Abattoir Road.
You're joking me?
No, it's deceptively spacious.
I don't care how spacious it is. I want to stay here.
Well, I want doesn't get.
Do you know what? I'd rather do what Luke said and build our own house.
Fine, I'll pop into Leeds and buy a cement mixer.
Well, it's better than living on Cemetery Lane.
Abattoir Road!
Oh, come on, girl.
Oh.
You're leading me astray, you know that, don't you?
I heard you'd embarked on the Primrose Path years ago.
Hey, I should have been at the Remembrance Day service. I'll get a rollicking from Edna, that's for sure.
You'll get a worse rollicking if she knows why you were late.
Well, there's nowhere else that I would rather have been.
You smooth talker, you.
I have my moments.
Morning.
Carl,
Thought you'd have been at church.
I couldn't get out of bed.
Oh, come on, little one. Hey, seeing you looking happier. Housing crisis. Me and Marlon want to buy our own house, but all we can afford around here is a pine shed.
Morning, girls. To what do I owe the honour?
What honour?
Welcoming committee. One night on the Raz, all manner of depravity, and now you three belting babes waiting for me.
Oh, mistake. We thought there was a fit guy on his way.
Waspish. I like it.
Why don't you find someone else to pester?
Hey, I'm only trying to put a bit of joy in your dreary lives, that's all.
Well, if you want to do that, build me a house.
Oh, it's been a while since I've laid a brick. Materials on the overhand, love. I can get you whatever you want at very competitive prices.
Knocked off, you mean?
Affordable.
Forget it. It's not going to happen.
Oh, well. If you change your mind, gives a whistle.
Hey, have you really thought about building your own house? I'm clutching at straws. You know, my mum and dad are involved in these self-build projects. It's sort of a sideline to what they do. In Africa? Yeah, well, all over the world. South America at the moment, but I brought some stuff back from my visit if you want to have a look. Got no better to do.
Are you sure you don't want to come riding with me?
Oh, I've got to start getting the lunch ready soon.
You know, you ought to have a live-in cook.
Oh, it's a family tradition. Me getting a Sunday lunch. Nothing fancy, just a nice bit of beef, Yorkshire pudding and crumble to finish.
I bet you'll work up a great big appetite.
Well, it'll be on the table, 1 o'clock sharp.
I shall be here, absolutely, making sure I sit as far away from you as possible.
Sorry?
Well, I mean, since we're still pretending we're not together, even though the boys know perfectly well what's going on.
Well, I'm being discreet. I want to give time to get used to the idea.
Look, you're not worried about what they might think, are you?
No, of course not.
No, we're too old for that. If they don't like it, then tough.
You're right.
But there is someone who doesn't know, and you ought to tell her as soon as possible.
Edna.
As part of the work, they help people build their own homes. And some of them are eco-friendly, which means they're cheap to run.
Like mud huts?
Don't they? Look, do these look like mud huts to you?
No, but it's not going to happen over here, is it?
Well, people need houses. And some of them even care about the environment. It could be happening already.
Oh, I suppose you could have a little look on the net.
Yeah, and I'll email my mum and dad if you like.
It's bonkers.
Here are some of Steph's personal belongings, you know, photographs and jewellery. I thought you might like them.
Oh, thank you.
She left some of her clothes as well.
Well, I'll come round and sort them out.
Yeah, well, when you feel up to it. You must be in a state of shock after what happened.
Yes. Yes, I am rather.
I still can't believe she changed her plea. She convinced me she hadn't killed Terence.
Well, perhaps she couldn't live with the guilt.
And to say Adam was in on it. Anyway, you probably don't want to talk about it.
It's not easy.
Well, if it's any consolation, I reckon he forced her to get involved. She must have been frightened of him.
Yes, I think she was.
Are the police going to charge him?
I sincerely hope so.
Why aren't you going to find out?
Well, I'm going to try and visit him. We've got some unfinished business.
What do you want? What a charming welcome. Well, if it's drink you're after, I could rustle you up a nice pint of arsenic champagne. Oh, you two would have more fun in a coffin. You should come next door.
No, thanks.
Maybe that's a good idea. Diane's going to be mad enough when she gets back.
Meaning what?
Meaning the business has nearly gone down the pan since Val's been in charge? And, might I say, hasn't taken him long. Very impressive.
If you want to keep those perfect teeth of yours intact, I'd leave now, pet.
Maybe you're right. I am quite busy. I have got that busload arriving this afternoon. Bye.
Salami kill. Didn't hear you sticking up for us.
I find stealth preferable to a frontal assault. I made a phone call this morning to Jim. According to the Licensing Act of 2003, the B&B is licensed to serve residents only.
You mean they're breaking the law? Why didn't you say anything to Walton, Matilda?
I think it'd be better coming from a licensing officer, don't you?
What's the number?
It is Sunday, day of rest.
But she's having people round that could catch her red-handed. Oh, come on, Eric. Someone must owe you a favour.
Now you mention it, I did arrange a weekend in Paris for a chap in licensing. Anniversary treat for his wife. Officially, fact-finding.
Go on, then.
I didn't know you got your own warehouse.
Hello. Yeah. Come to an arrangement with Len. That's the price of success.
And what success is that?
Well, I've got a pretty impressive deal with Viv supplying the B&B with wine.
Wow, that is pretty impressive.
All right, you can mock me, but whilst you're wasting your time reading poetry, I'm making some serious money.
You think an education is a waste of time?
Yeah? It is. It's going to end up stamping library books or wiping snotty noses.
I'm sorry, Jamie, we can't all have the brains to sell ice cream.
Ice cream today, Jasmine, caviar tomorrow.
You must be desperate. You're trying to cop off with that loser. I don't think so. When it comes to losers, Debbie, I'm not in your league. I think I'm doing quite well. Yeah. It's amazing how far you've got, lying on your back.
Very friendly.
You're not the only one with a ruthless streak.
Mr. King? Oh, come in, Edna, love.
You never said you were working today.
No, I've not. Now, come on, shift yourselves, you lot. Otherwise, you'll get no dinner. Come on. Up it. Oh. Sorry, Jimmy.
I'm past caring.
There's nothing the matter, is there? I was surprised when you weren't in church.
Oh, I have my reasons. That's why I called you. There's something I want to discuss with you. Something personal.
You're not going to believe this. I've solved our housing problem.
You're right. I don't believe it.
Jasmine's mum and dad are in South America helping people build their own home, and that's what we're going to do.
Move to South America?
No, silly, we're going to build our own home.
Oh, what are you doing there?
Right.
It was a surprise!
It was a surprise. Do you know what a culinary is?
You're not supposed to be in here.
But we're bored.
Back room.
Now. They're like two demons. Oh. We can't build our own home. The cement mixer was a joke.
We don't need one of those. We're going to be environmentally friendly. The future's green and we're going to be part of it.
The future? No, hang on a minute. You said you wanted, like, a thatched cottage with roses round the door.
I'm going to go get information on the net.
Is it too late to urge restraint?
I don't know.
Look, you know how I value you and think of you as more than just an employee.
It's kind of you to say so.
Well, that's why I want to share my thoughts with you before anybody else. You don't mind, do you?
Oh, no, of course not.
You'd probably think I was daft if I told you that after charity, I thought my chances of finding happiness with anyone had gone. But now I'm not so sure.
Oh. Would you like me to scrape a few carrots?
Oh, if you don't mind. If I told you that I thought I found love at my age, you'd probably think I was stupid.
No, I'd never describe you as stupid.
What happened with Charity hurt me. And I've no intention of letting that happen again.
With respect, she was a much younger woman and with very different expectations. Now, if you were to find a more mature partner, I doubt the same problems would arise.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm surprised to find myself saying this, but if you can find someone who makes you happy, then I think it's worth taking the risk.
Thank you, Edna.
I wanted to see Dr. Adam Forsyth. I'm his father-in-law.
You're Mr. Turner?
That's right, yeah.
What are you doing here?
It's none of your business.
You've got a lot to answer for.
How dare you say that after what you've done?
If Adam hadn't met your daughter, he'd still be alive.
I don't understand.
Adam hung himself. He's dead.
Did you talk to him before he died? Did he say anything about what happened to Terence? Please, if you do know something, tell me. It's important for Steph.
I hope she rots in hell.
Well, there is someone. We get on really well together. And I think it could be a bit more than just friendship.
Really?
Oh, it's happened very quickly, but I've got a feeling she feels the same as I do.
Well, there's only one way to find out.
I'm very grateful, Edna. You've set my mind to rest. Now, I could do with a drink. Do you fancy a sherry?
Not for me, but you go ahead. I'll see to the lunch.
Are you sure?
Well, it's a pleasure to work in a kitchen like this.
Oh, you will stay and eat with us.
I don't impose.
Don't be daft. You're practically family.
There's so much mess going on about. It's going to kill me.
I've had my eyes open, Marlon. These eco homes are springing up all over the place. Leicester, Suffolk, Bristol.
Right. So can we just re-enter the planet real?
You design your own home, you build it yourself, and then you save a fortune. We can do it, I know.
All right. Just supposing there is the teeniest smidgen of a possibility that this might happen.
I knew you'd come round.
No. I haven't come round, and I haven't had the benefit of your extensive research, but have you thought about where we might build it?
No, not yet.
Well, I would have thought a plot of land was a fundamental requirement.
You're just looking for problems now.
But be realistic.
If you love me, you'd find somewhere to build it.
Look, I've got these 40 feet and a pub full of hungry punters.
Where's your sense of adventure?
No, it's not.
Thank you.
Poor Alan. It's been a terrible shock.
Yes, it has.
Well, it's an admission of guilt. It's got to be.
Adam must have been involved in Terence's murder.
Yes, he must have been.
Well, if he was, then he got what he deserved.
Well, I wanted to see him stand up in court and admit what he'd done. I feel he's cheated us.
Yeah, but the case might never have gone to court, and even if it had, he might have got off. You know, it's Steph's word against his.
Laurel's right. At least this way, you know the people who killed Terence have been punished. Rough justice is better than none at all.
Well, it's all I'm going to get, isn't it?
I've spoken with Edna and I've decided to do as you suggested and make an announcement about us.
Well, that's splendid.
Before I do, I need to be certain that you... I don't want to make a fool of myself.
If you're making a fool of yourself, then that makes two of us.
In that case, I don't care who knows about it.
Oh, thank you very much. Oh, hello. Come on in. The ad's been here for ages.
Miss Louise Appleton.
Yes, that's me. Don't worry. You've got the right place. What can I get you?
My name is Dale Barnes. I'm from the Entertainment Licensing Department of Houghton District Council.
What?
I've received a report that you're in breach of your license by selling alcohol to non-residents.
What? Disgraceful.
You must stop serving immediately.
What are you doing?
Thinking.
Do a lot of that, you and your bird, don't you?
Donna.
I seen her today. I had a chat about you two building your own place. I said I might be able to help you out.
Very amusing.
Well, it's not going to happen, is it? Because look who she's married to.
Is that what she said?
Well, she didn't have to. Let's face it, Marlon, you couldn't build a Wendy house.
That's where you're wrong. Front door.
Here? Stupid.
Right. Here then, huh? What's this space?
Thought you had college work to do.
I know. I guess I just can't tear myself away from you. No, I don't know if it's your looks or your brains or, maybe a bit of both.
Right, is all this flirty stuff for Debbie's benefit?
No, I told you I couldn't give a damn about her.
Yeah, I know, but not so long ago you know were best mates.
I wouldn't be a friend if she was the last person on earth.
Right, well, you can be mine if you make yourself useful. They're going in there.
I'm sure it's just a misunderstanding. Why don't I make you a nice cup of tea?
Leaving already? I got fresh supplies here.
Yeah, well, I don't need them.
What? Why not?
I just had a visit from a licensing officer, thanks to Pollard. It seems I'm not allowed to sell alcohol to non-residents.
I could have told you that. You can get around it easily, though.
How?
There's no need to rush off. Ladies and gentlemen, normal service will be resumed shortly.
Well, that was a cracking lunch. Thank you for your help, Edna. And I don't just mean the cooking.
Oh, you're welcome.
Time for brandy.
No, I've got something I want to say first. I invited Edna here this morning because I got something on my mind, and I knew that if I asked her opinion, I'd get a straight answer. And you didn't let me down, love. You never do.
I do my best.
I don't know how I'd manage without you. Some of you have probably guessed already that there's something I've been trying to keep from you. Partly because I didn't know how you'd react, but mainly because I wasn't sure how the other person felt.
Oh, get on with it, will you?
Ah. Rosemary and I are, I think you'd call it, an item.
Oh, you are joking.
No, I'm quite serious.
It's not that much of a shock, is it?
We're old enough to know what we're doing. So I don't care what the rest of you think, but I would prefer to have your blessing.
That's what you want?
Yeah.
Good luck to you.
Jimmy?
Like you say, you'll do what you want.
Right. Shall I get the brandy then?
No. I'll go.
I hope you'll be very happy, Mr. King. Mr. Sinclair.
Thank you, Edna.
I'll get the coffee.
Oh, 36, that's a winner. There we go.
You've got a flaming nerve. Do you want to lose your licence?
I'm not doing anything wrong.
Well, let's see if Mr. Barnes agrees.
Hang on, she's not selling alcohol. She's running a raffle. The prize is a glass of wine. And so far, every ticket's been a winner.
Amazing, isn't it?
You'll never get away with that.
Already have.
Right then, I'll be off. Same again tomorrow?
I think we could do with a few extra cases, don't you?
No problem.
Want to try your luck, Valerie?
I think I trod in something.
Oh, one of the pigs must have got out.
Oh, pig poo!
No, my sweet. It's our future. OK. Behold, our field of dreams. Well, Zach's, actually, but right here on this very spot, is the answer to your prayers. OK, I'm in the hall. OK, over here, lounge. Oh, kitchen, dining room. Downstairs loo. Upstairs, 3 bedrooms, bathroom. You know, whatever your heart desires. Our very own ideal home.
Here.
I'll speak to Zach when he gets back from Granny Clegg's. With any luck, he'll let us have it on the cheap. And that means we'll be able to spend more on the building. It means we can get started straight away. Donna, say something.
So we'd have your family as our neighbours.
Well, yeah, but there's only Shadrach to worry about, and he's unconscious most of the time.
It's not perfect.
I know.
But you are.
Am I?
Are you going to carry me over the threshold?
Yes. Manure, it's good for the garden. Okay, wait there. Lady, there's a spin. Oh, okay. So this is the kitchen. We're cooking, we're flipping. Nice. Yes, it does smell nice.
Is everything all right?
Yes, of course.
Only the coffee seems to be taking rather a long time. Did you manage to find everything?
Oh, I wanted to load the dishwasher and tidy up.
No, there was no need for that.
It's done now.
Look, we've got a nice bottle of port in there. Why don't you come in and have a glass with your coffee?
If you don't mind, Mr. King, I'd rather go home.
No, rubbish. Come and have a drink.
Oh, no, thank you. I'm going to Evensong and I'd like a clear head.
You sure?
Positive. If you wouldn't mind fetching my coat.
Of course I will. You've been a real friend.